What's up? I think I'm live here. Yeah, I was waiting for ship chasing to infill. You know, just in case helps a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna hop into these drafts here momentarily. Probably gonna do. I think my plan is to do a big board while I do the rookies and sophomores and talk a little bit about the bully quarterback that I've been doing in those. But I might go ahead. Hey Stephanie, what's up? What is up? How many big boards are you at now? Also, I dropped my phone. I'm going to go ahead and start with the big board. What's up, Andrew? Let's see. I'm going to go and open this new tab too because I'm going to multi-tab. Oh, we're waiting for 11. Come hop in this draft. Let's get it filled. Take a little look at my exposures too when I start hopping in the rookies and sophomores here as well. 20, your pacing, your infill. All right, let's do it. Yeah, the main point of this one was to talk about the strategy, but I've found the pacing is a little slow. Trying to fill time talking without during a big board, especially if you get a turn pick. So we'll just do both at the same time. I'm gonna send out a little tweet. I have done, I think I'm at 70 in the rookies and sophomores, and my plan is to do probably 5 during this stream and then call it good there. You missed mine? I'm still waiting for Oh, you went in early. Multi-table. Yeah, we're gonna multi-table. We always multi-table. Sorry. All right. I'm going to hop in my first rookies and sophomores and talk a little bit about what I've been doing. Because the quarterbacks in these are just so many question marks about them. You're a mess when you try to multi-table? You love the Masters hat? Yeah. I got to go to my first Masters last year. It's all the hype they say it is. Unreal. You went in big board? I feel yeah. We're still waiting for 5 more in that big board. Hopefully these will fill soon. But yeah, looking at the quarterbacks and kind of what I was talking with my Sam Howell is the best value. I'll show you once I get into this one. I think I have like 75% Sam Howell or something like that. Just because it's such a weird position. The Purdy injury really threw a loop in these because you don't like Levis and Richardson are, in my opinion, like questions how much they actually start this year. Pickett's the most solid. You've got him as a starter. He's got good weapons. You can even stack him and even double stack him. You doubt Hal's the starter? Well, yeah, that's probably true. Or actually, I don't know if that's true. I think they'll give him a shot. Like they say, they'll probably will bring in a veteran though to compete with him. But like looking at this board of quarterbacks though, I mean, it's kind of all you got. Like you've got the rookies, like Bryce and Stroud are probably going to start. We know Pickett's starting, so it's just a weird contest. That's why I like kind of doing that bully quarterback, like I talked about, and just getting as many of the like the top guys, especially Pickett, who you know are going to score consistent points. Because in a lot of these tournaments, or a lot of the drafts I've done, it's kind of a 1v1. because you can really box out two of the other teams at the quarterback position. And now, like, advancing isn't the only, goal we're trying to do here. But if you can advance a lot of teams, it's always better. All right, we got the turn. Does not feel good. Big board field, yeah. Do not love the turn. Which I got lucky and got the 101 last night. We need one more for this. I'm surprised these were snap feeling. You're at the 103. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, hopefully we'll get this one filled and I can see my exposures and talk a little bit more. The same thing as me about the quarterbacks. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a gross position in this contest. It really is. I mean, there's so much uncertainty with the rookies, where they're going to land. So if I can get two of the top three, you just feel so much better about your team, because there's a lot of players, like the running backs you'll see too. And once my percentages show up, I am a little lower. If you finish first, you'll do another one with me. Okay. Yeah, hopefully I'll be in for two big boards. Last night I could only manage the one. But we will see. AJ Brown at the 3, getting different. I like it. All right, we got this thing to fill. You're in here as well. Very nice. But yeah, like looking at the quarterbacks here, it's just such a weird position. You feel different. You're off work tomorrow, Stephanie? Very nice. I wish I was. They're talking about that severe weather in our area. I'm probably just going to work from home tomorrow. All right. This is an interesting draft so far. Usually don't see AJB and Devontae go this high. Are they going to force me to do a RB start? Yeah, tornadoes. Kenny Pickett at 1. I was going to take Pickett, but we'll take the Bijan at 2 pick. All right, we're back up over here. I'll take this 8. I have more Eckler than I probably want to at this stage, because I think eventually they are going to bring in someone, like they've tried to do every year. Just going to go Bijan. We'll start RB. We'll try and do what Karain did with the same guy. Getting him at 12 is nice. I'll always take the ADP value. See how this is going. Sean Bryce goes. Because you can just really get boxed out at quarterback if you don't push it early. And there's so much depth, especially at running back. I've been hammering this range right here, the Pacheco down to Charbonnet, and kind of skipping over this mid-tier and get my quarterback. See, like, I'm already almost boxed out at quarterback, and I've been taking Howell, hoping he's a starter, but we'll go Levis start this time. But quarterbacks just go so fast in this, and there's so many bad options that I really like just like hammering when you can. I'm gonna take Richardson. So Kelsey's someone, I have this kind of a take that the guys who can essentially break fantasy, I'll continue to take, regardless of age, not regardless of age, that's a little bit of a stretch. But like Kelsey was just so good this last year that I'm willing to go back to the well again. Um, just because he can separate so much from any other tight end. Again, like I'm not planning to have like, 20, 30% of him in my portfolio of teams, but I'll be happy to have 8, 15% again because he's just such a difference maker compared to the other tight ends. I really hope we don't get tornadoes tomorrow. Stephanie and Nez, if you're still here. I guess I'm going 0 wide receiver in this one. Don't love that. I don't mind this Eckler Bijan start. I guess I have had it once before though. So I love using the tool to see that. Back up. Yeah, we'll just take Jamo. Love getting my Bama boys. We're gonna have to take another one of these wide receivers. Let's see how this one's going. Got the opposite ends. Let's see. We'll just go Zay. I would not have picked Damian Pierce. That was a tough auto. We'll make it work though. We'll just try and hit it with volume. The Levis Richardson is probably not even a team I have yet. I would suspect it's my only 2 quarterbacks. Back up over here. Yeah, we're just going to go down the board at the moment. I like a lot of these later pieces when you scroll the F down, as the Badge Bros like to say. Likely, Bellinger, David Bell, Tyler Scott, people like Kincaid, people like, you can just Johnny Woods. A lot of tight ends. But even some of these receivers, it looks like ADP's updated a little bit with Taekwon and Shaheed higher. But on the first day, I mean, you could get these guys in the 12th round of any draft you wanted. This doesn't look like rookie sophomores. We're doing both. Let's see. We need to maybe get some consistent production. We'll see if he can stay healthy. I'm sure he can. But yeah, we're doing both. Scott, yeah, I mean, he seems like a hot name. I'm not gonna like pretend to say I've scouted Tyler Scott, but there seems to be a lot of people in the space in on him, so it's good enough to me to add him to my portfolio. I've done it especially in the big board. Could do Dubes. We got to go back to the well here. Let's see what we got. Levis Richardson, Bijan. Fields goes. Man, this tier of wide receiver, I don't love. I do not love it. Let's see. Let's take Dulcich. I guess we'll bet. Well, we're not going to hope for, but we'll bet on a bounce back Deshaun season. Let's see. We're going to need some upside. I'm going to go there with the young guy. Brugler's got you liking Scott. That's good to know. Very well respected opinion there. We'll just go back to the well on Taekwon. I have a lot of him, as you can see. And then let's scroll down on this last one. I want to start adding in some more people who I haven't drafted yet. or at least drafted with those guys. Let's go. If we can get him, we'll go Kincaid probably. But we'll see. We'll see if we get him. So as far as the Jackson Andrews stack, I really just haven't been taking too much of the elite quarterbacks, even this range. I definitely have it. But I usually, if I do like an elite quarterback, an elite tight end early like this, I'll do it with the 0 RB team, preferably. But I don't know. I think the quarterbacks are going to get cheaper as we go. Now, obviously, the big board's going to be a defined contest, and so if I want any of the elite quarterbacks, which I have 9% Lamar, 5% Herbert, so I have some shares, but I haven't been doing as much. Yeah, we're gonna grab Kincaid. I like this team. You know, QB is scary. That's why I try and do the bully quarterback. But as you can tell, I kind of got boxed out on this one. Because I feel like there's really good depth at running back. Now, if I can get Garrett Wilson or Olave, we're gonna get those guys early. At wide receiver, but there's still pretty good depth at wide receiver as well. But especially a running back. That's why I have so little of Walker and Brees. Not that I don't think those guys are good, because I do. But just with the way the quarterback is in this contest, I think it's super important to load up on those guys. We'll just take Bijan again. Always happy to draft Bijan. Let's see how these other teams are looking. Got similar team to me here at the 11th spot. This is an interesting team going. Kelsey Mahomes and 2 RBs. Let's make up a lot there at wideout. Let's see. Hurts. How are you guys approaching the early QBs in the big board? You guys taking them like normal? Because last year I was all in elite QB, elite tight end every draft. And right now with the prices, which the tight ends aren't bad, it's just Kelsey, really. It's just Kelsey. But I have been tending to not take them. I think I've only taken Joe Burrow once in 70 drafts in the big board. Let's see. Coming back up here, I really like this range of wide receiver. You know, all the way down, Pickens, like all the way down to this tier. I love getting 2 to 3 of those. You're doing the same, Stephanie? But yeah, I think this 5th, 6th range is great. I've done the same with Herbert. I've noticed him fall more often than some of Herbert and Lawrence. A couple times I have taken them. So like we just 3 quarterbacks go. That's what stuff like with the ADP adjusting on like the first day, you could take Bijan and then take 2 quarterbacks here all day long. That's why I think I'm gonna stop my drafting after a few. Yeah, I agree here. It's going to be interesting to see because obviously the quarterback scoring now, it is more predictable. Quarterbacks are scoring more. Oh, yeah, how wild were those comments from Mike McCarthy today? So he hasn't learned anything or like paid attention to the way football is won. It was insane. I'd be super disheartened if I was a Cowboys fan. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the bully quarterback on this one, and take 3 of them. And like, let's see. Let me make these picks first. We'll go upside, and let's see. I really like Ayuk. Don't get you started. Yeah, I know. I feel bad, Stephanie. She is a big Cowboys fan. We're really going to have to hammer wide receivers. This is probably only going to be a 2 running back team in this format. Yeah, no, I should have probably taken Herbert there, but I didn't have any of his pass catchers. Let's see. We're almost back up. I really want to trail on here. Yeah, we got boxed out. This is probably not going to be a team that advances. But we'll just load up on pass catchers and we'll see. Try and get some players we don't usually get. Yeah, that was a really good value on Herbert. I probably should have stacked him up with Eckler, to be honest. I'm just so used to not clicking on the quarterbacks this early and like focusing in on the like Kirk Cousins down to this range of QBs. I've been liking to get like a couple of those guys, but we will see. Yeah, that was probably should have picked Herbert there. Ideally. Because we know if Eckler's gonna have a great season, more than likely Herbert will as well. Obviously they're not, perfectly correlated like that. I'm gonna go with Alec Pierce. He does fall often. I really think as we go further into draft season, the quarterbacks are gonna fall a little. Not as much as like some people are thinking, but like I think we'll be able to get the elite guys more of like the 2-3 turn or like into the third versus having to always go Mahomes, Kelsey. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll just keep them pushed up there all draft season. I'm really excited to see what other kind of contest Underdog drops this year, similar to the Rookies, Sophomores, and the stuff we had last year with the backyard best ball. I'm hoping we get some more unique contests like this. I don't know. I wonder where Rashad's gonna go. Let's see. Where's he at now? I don't know. I feel like they feel like a team that will still bring in someone. I don't know if he's gonna be given the workload we're gonna want him to be given. All right, we need some upside, some spike weeks at wide receiver to match some of these other teams since we didn't really get any of the elite guys we wanted. Probably gonna double tap wide receiver again here to kind of make up for the RB start. But let's see. Yeah, it's really tough. I'm interested to see what happens with Saquon. I feel like the Giants have to bring him back. It'd be super interesting if he ended up somewhere else on like a better team with a better offense, but I assume they'll get something done with him. You're Paul's smashing White. I am too in this contest for sure. I don't know how much I have of him in this. I got 17%, so I've got definitely my fair share of him. Feel likely. All right, come here. Yeah, I have 17% Rashad White. I'm pretty in on him as well. He definitely would fit this build. He's someone I'm excited for. Yeah, I think he's good too. The pass catching ability as well. Like, you just worry that the boomer coaches aren't going to use him like we want him to get used. But where he's going now, absolute smash. Because more than likely, the guy they bring in will be his backup. So, especially if they commit to a rebuild, he could get so much work. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're definitely going Tony. I like that I haven't picked him with Eckler or Bijan yet. That feels good. Let's see. No, I'm taking Jacoby. I really think he could shoot up a little, which he already has a little bit. Because I remember I could get him in like the hundreds. His ADP is 94. I remember getting him at like 110 when it first dropped, but I think he could go up even more if he signs with a good offense. Because I doubt the Patriots will be willing to pay what he's probably going to get, even though he's not a huge upside guy, but I think he's talented. As far as I think he's a solid slot option for a team. We have the same build. Let's see. Yeah, we really do. I like your team a lot. Holy cow. This is a team I love to draft in these. And then usually, about this range, I'll start looking at a couple quarterbacks, tight end. We'll see. Or just completely punt tight end. I've done that as well, and just pick them with my last 3 picks in the draft. But I do like this kind of mid-ish tier of tight end as well, though. I've got 16% in Joku right now. 2 over here. Probably will roll. Yeah, I've been doing 3-6-8-3 in most of my builds. Not intentionally. Like, I let the draft come to me. I don't decide, this has got to be a 3-6-8-3. But I would bet probably 60-70% of them have been. It's just such an easy build in this one. The 20 rounds is just so comfy. You're going to get in on the rookies one? We just need one more. A lot of the quarterbacks coming off the board. Yeah, your team is looking good. That's how I like to build. Let's see what we got. All right, you got in here, Stephanie. I like it. Saints has been in all of these today. Let's see what we got coming up here. Yeah, I would definitely like to probably get a quarterback. At least one quarterback on this turn. Daniel Jones goes. I don't want to miss my pick over here. Let's see what the room does. See if anything interesting is happening. The 8-hole has Tyler Lockett and Cortland Sutton only with the Mahomes Kelsey. Then they went 3 straight RBs. Bold strategy. Zamonra, Fields Hawk. I like this team. All right, we're getting close. I'm on the clock. On the clock in the other one. Let's see. Oh, yeah. With the depth at running back, I feel like you could almost make a case for like Wilson and Olave to be above Bijan. I don't know. Bijan's so talented. It's tough to say that. But I just love the depth at running back in this. And the receivers are good too. All right, we're coming back up. A lot of good running backs still here. Let's see. Goff. I always too make note to see who's auto drafting in these because then you can really plan out what you're doing. It's really nice if you get in one. I got in several last night where people were autoing, so I could really stack up the quarterbacks because I knew they weren't going to jump on them, or kind of save the quarterbacks more so than jumping on them early, like I usually like to do. Let's see. All right, we're almost back up here. Let's see. I know the 2 players I want. Let's see if we can get them. All right, nice. We got Goff to go with our Jameson Wilson stack. Jameson Williams. Jeez. Oh, yeah. Yeah, getting in drafts when people are autoing these. I don't remember, I don't call out the username, but there was someone yesterday. I got in I think 6 or 7 in a row that they were in autoing. So that was really nice to get some value that way. So we got Goff. We got Rashad, 6 picks after ADP. Let's see. I was considering, he's probably not going to come back, so I was considering Freiermuth there. Because I like, he's going to have that consistent role, and you feel like he's good for targets. Let's see. Probably just going to go 2 QBs on this one. Again, I've just really been kind of doing it as 0 RB in these because you can just get these guys. Let's see. All right. All right, let's go. Coming back around. Probably going to take our first RB here. Definitely. The rest of the wide receivers are more shots. I wanted Pacheco there. Go ahead and get Rashad. Let's see what you do here, Stephanie. Gino, go Let's see. Double tap. Nice. I'm going to go B-Rob. I definitely didn't think Brian Robinson was that good last year, but he's gonna get the work. And in this contest, there's not many better options. But even in the big board, I've still been taking him. Hopefully, the offense will improve too and get more scoring opportunities. Would help him out a lot. Let's see. What do we have here as far as stacks go? Could do not much for stacks coming up. Probably try and get another running back at this turn as well. Back up. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Pierce. Who do you guys think the Colts are gonna bring in to play quarterback? Do you think they're gonna trade up in the draft? It seems like that's probably the most likely option, I would guess. That is what I would guess at the moment. Let's see what we got going. Yeah, we're going to take Charbonnet. He seems kind of like that next tier of guy. Yeah, I agree. I thought it's so hard to tell. Obviously, he came back and played. So the gunshot wound, but it's hard to know if he was ever 100% healthy. I would, it seemed like it was obviously something he could, recover from, but I don't know. I like him because I do think he's going to get the work. Levis seems like a Colts guy. I've seen that thrown out a lot. I'll go and take Dobbs. We got the Green Bay stack for week 17. Levis for the Colts. All right, coming back up here. Feels pointless to take Rodgers with the Green Bay stack with him highlighted though. This is not a range I like drafting. Let's see. Don't mind scrolling down. I might take Komet though because I don't have that much of him unless he goes here, of course. Or I could just keep hitting wide receiver. I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to take Wandell. I do need, let's see, we'll just go Rodgers. No stacking partner, but we do need second QB. I autoed Sean Tucker. That's fine. Are you in another big board, Stephanie? Let's hop in another one. It's tough when you're on the wrap like this. I'm going to actually try and get, depending on who's in this one, all the badges, but try and get a bully quarterback if I can. I really like getting 2 of those top 3, if possible. Oh, you almost took him earlier? Okay. Let's see how we're coming back around here. Yeah, I've gotten better at it. I multi-tabled the playoff drafts a lot. Because the returns round, I was really trying to hammer drafts. Because I really think there's still an edge in the playoff drafts. They're my favorite to draft as well. I was doing the one because like the mint returns were filling in a day, and I was doing pretty much 3 at a time constantly. Yeah, they're the best. Um, Actually, the midden returns again, which I think that's the one I won and split with the Eagles. I'm pretty sure that's the one I did 150 drafts in basically a day that it was open. Just because of the but people just still draft so many dead teams. So many dead teams in the playoff contest. Or dead for first. Not dead to advance, but dead for first teams. They're so much fun to draft. All right, now we got our start that we like to get. Obviously, we're missing out on the studs. But if we can just beat everyone else at quarterback all year long. You had to deposit? Oh, no. Fair enough. All right, let's see. There's still so many good picks on the board. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and be mean to the rest of the room. And then we're gonna take Pickens for the stack. And now we're done at quarterback. And we'll see what the rest of the room does. You know, it's unconventional, but I like doing this because of the depth here. And usually they start scrambling and taking some of the lesser quarterbacks to get one. Taysom. I've taken a lot of Taysom again. But even starting like this with the quarterbacks, you can still build a pretty quality team, I found. Yes, take the quarterbacks. We'll get one of these guys. Come back around. How's your team going, Phil? Right, you got your quarterbacks. I love those tight ends. Those are 2 of my favorite tight ends to take. Got them stacked up. All right, we'll take Jameson and Quentin. Yeah, I like your team a lot. Muth is going too late. Yeah. Yeah, I know. My portfolio so far is hoping the Steelers have a bounce back year. Because I just like all the pieces that they have talent wise. I mean, well, Najee's, you know, I like Najee. And I like that he's going to get the work if he can stay healthy. But if Pickett can play well, I mean, they have a lot. And I like the prices on them a decent amount. All right, we're back up. Let's see. There's still 4 running backs. Probably should go ahead and get our RBs though, or at least a couple. Yeah, I just feel like this is a solid build when you're gonna really beat the other teams at quarterback pretty bad. That's what I've been doing, in so many of them, in so many of these. Let's see. Yeah, Deontay goes later, and I'm a huge Pickens fan. I'm a big college fan, and so I've pretty much followed him throughout his recruitment. And actually, I'm from Alabama, and he was a huge high school football star in Alabama. 5-star, like, no doubt type of guy who went to Georgia. And if he can just stay healthy, I love him so much. So hopefully be right on that one. Let's see. I've taken a lot of Claypool here, just because I think the Bears are gonna have to get him involved for everything they. Yeah, Mayor. Yeah, I like Michael Mayer. I've got 8% of him. Got him with everyone there. I'll let you talk me into that one. Let's see. I've taken a lot of Damian Harris too because I think he's gonna find a job. Oh yeah, I know. That's a tough. All right, let's see. All right, thank goodness we got auto to wide receiver. Let's see. Mapletron, yeah, he goes so late, and the Bears essentially gave up a first round pick for him. So I feel like they're gonna try everything they can to get him involved, and maybe he's just not good, and that's fine. But like at this late, I don't know. It's just kind of a take at this point in I guess March now that I'm going with. Depending on how the offseason goes, if they bring in a couple wide receivers, Mooney comes back healthy, I can easily move off of that. But I don't know. It's kind of what I'm going with at the moment, that they're gonna try and get him more involved. And at this late of a price, it doesn't bother me too much. All right, we got to get our Pittsburgh double stack this contest, and then we're gonna scroll down and go Tyler Scott. But yeah, for starting 3 QBs, I really feel like you can really rebound some good wide receivers, that tier of running backs I've talked about so much, and then this person only has Brock Purdy. This person has Sam Howell and Hendon Hooker. They have good. So it's essentially, to me, I mean, it's not perfect, but it could be like a 1v1 between me and Joel for this league. Just with, if you can outscore the other two at the quarterback position by so much each week. We'll see if it works. That's what I'm going with at the moment, though, as my strategy in this one. I'm sure the sophomores and juniors will be different when it gets released. There'll be, a different strategy that stands out. But I just feel like you can really build a solid team by doing that at the quarterback position in the rookies and sophomores. Let's see. This is definitely going to be a 3 QB and 3 tight end team. Need to start looking at this tier of running backs. Taking a lot of Damian Harris, hoping that someone brings him in. As their Jamal Williams. Obviously, that's a 1% outcome, but I think he's a good player. He was just injured last year. Mostert again. If he stays healthy, he's gonna pay off this ADP. Let's see. I do like this kind of tier of wide receiver though. Chark. I still think Nico's talented. Tyquan, again, someone who's going to be out there for the Patriots. I have a lot of Mac Jones as well, not because I'm a huge Mac Jones fan, just because he's someone we know is going to start. And at this point in the year, getting him as a third QB who you just know is going to play compared to, Richardson, who we have no idea about. He could sit behind Jared Goff this whole season, Not that, we'll see on that one. How they could bring in, a veteran. Yeah, Mostert. Love Mostert. Mac goes. But yeah, so these are kind of some of my stances I'm taking later. Penny, I just think he's a good player. And at this late, in a lot of teams. But I do need to start looking at some running backs. But we got our 2 anchors. I think we rebounded pretty good at wide receiver after getting the 2 anchors. Got some spike week guys. Christian Watson, Jameson Williams. Ayuk, Tony. Jacoby and Wandell should give us some consistent production. Let's see. I'm going to back up. I'm going to do one more. Another rookies and sophomores. Let's see what we get here. Stephanie, you got back in this one? Let's go. How are you guys handling McKinnon right now? Obviously, I haven't taken him much, but I think it's because I don't have much Mahomes, so I'm not stacking him. But I don't know. He's someone I'm not intentionally trying to fade him. I just haven't clicked his name a lot. You know, it's one of those. He's just someone I don't know what I want to do with right now. Let's see. Rashad. Yeah, I mean that's a question. He's a free agent. They signed him late last offseason, right? Like they decided just to bring him back. Late in the deal. Let's see. Man, this is I don't know. I'm gonna go Zach Evans just to get a rookie, but hopefully. Then let's see. Yeah, I do not love this range is rough. We'll go Jeff Wilson. Another guy I think if he's healthy, I don't know. His role is pretty uncertain, but it's the 16th round of a draft, you know, in March. Let's see. Oh, good. I got auto Garrett Wilson. Yeah. I feel like that's words to live by. All right. Really need to start looking at a third QB. Yeah, no, I had so much McKinnon. I was just trying to draft him all the time and all the mittens, but yeah, that was weird because he had a really good stretch down at the end of the year. Yeah, that was weird. I mean, Pacheco really took over. I mean, he looked really solid. Let's see where you're at now, Phil. Yeah, I love your team. Njoku, Firemouth. Yeah. Really, really good team. Yeah, we're going Bryce. See back over here. I'm checking on our person that was going 0 wide receiver. With Mahomes. They really did stack up Mahomes though. Like I kind of like, you know, if you're gonna do this and not take the wide receivers early, at least you correlated it with Mahomes. You know, we'll see if they bring back Juju, but you got Sky, you got MVS who's gonna be there. It wouldn't be what I would do. McBride or Ertz? Honestly, I haven't taken much of either at this point. You typically draft more rookies? Yeah, so I kind of came into this planning, you know, looking back, I did last year, I think I only did like 20 big boards, but I looked back at all the value. But yeah, to answer, I would definitely go McBride. I mean, I think Ertz could retire, honestly. Like, I don't know if he's going to be playing in the NFL next year. But really neither on those. I don't know. It's weird with the Kyler situation. You know, if he gets a much better outlook and Ertz does retire, you know, I'd be more in on McBride then. But we'll just have to see on that. Let's see. But what I was saying on the rookies, I don't know. This class just seems like there's no, you know, elite wide receivers. 3 guys that seem solid, and you know they could easily, you know, who knows with what situation they go to, and guys always, you know, outperform or overperform what we think they're gonna do. But I don't know. And then outside of Bijan, there's really questions. Like Gibbs is the clear, you know, number 2. I don't know though. Like even with him, I'm like I said, I'm a big college person. I'm an Alabama fan actually, and so like I watched Gibbs play all year, and he was great. But even in college, we would sub him in at the goal line for one of our bigger backs, Roydell Williams, and Jace McClellan both. Like we would sub Gibbs out in college at the goal line, so that's just got me nervous heading into the NFL. But I mean, he's so explosive and great pass catchers, as everyone knows. All right, we'll just take Purdy. Hope he can come back sooner than they say for this individual team. Yeah, I think this is a good take because I had that as like the take I was working through was, oh, I've been taking some of the guys we know, more certain this year that are going to have roles this early on, and I think that's a viable strategy. But then you look back at like the winning team and the rookies and sophomores last year, had Tyler Algier on it. You know, I'm sure no one was talking about him the way we think about him now. Sorry about the QBs. Yeah, I got. But hopefully Bryce can get me through. Purdy comes back, takes over for Lance. Obviously in this one scenario, that's what I'm hoping for. But we'll see. But yeah, I've taken McBride. Like I'm in on some of the rookies. I like Kenny McIntosh a lot from Georgia. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be getting the talked about as good as I think he is. Let's see. I don't love my options here. I'm gonna go Levis. Hopefully, maybe get some upside, and then I still like Noah Fant. I can't quit Noah Fant. He's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, got boxed out. Let's see what you did here. Stroud, Howell, Richardson. You got two. Yeah, this is a great team, Stephanie. I'd be surprised if you don't come out of this one. Let's see what anyone else has got. We got, yeah, it seems like this person just has Desmond Ritter. I mean, so many of these leagues are 1v1s or 2v2 or 2v1s. Let's see. Pickett, Levis, Brees. This is a good team as well. Yeah, I really like your team, Stephanie, in this. It looks like a lot of the teams that I build. Let's see. Yeah, we're going Sky again. Hope my wide receivers can carry me. 2 picks away. So you're probably gonna add one more tight end. Another running back. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a 3-6-8-3. I don't know. I might go 9 wide receivers. We'll see who's there. Don't have to make those decisions now. Haven't picked Roshan yet. I picked a lot of Pierre Strong. But I think I should probably mix in more Kevin Harris as well. Because you should never know what running backs New England's going to use. And I feel like Pierre Strong's the sexy one right now. And I think he's good. But I've tried to mix in a little bit of Kevin Harris. And I heard Bindford talking the other day on Spike Week about Jerome Ford and his, he could potentially be Chubb's clear backup. That they actually used some draft capital on him last year. You took Kevin Harris last year? Got screwed. But Jerome Ford is someone I wasn't even really thinking about. But yeah, I mean, they took him in the 4th round. Looks like Hunt's going to be on a new team. Dearness is the free agent. So he's kind of one that really isn't going in a lot of drafts that you can get. I think I've even taken him in this contest a few times. Or is he in this one? I think he's a second-year guy. I have not taken him. I could have swore I took him in this. I might take him in this one. Oh, I'm wondering where my mouth is. Let's see. 11 picks away here. Probably going to make that my last rookies and sophomores. So let's see what we can get. Let's see how you end your team, Bill. All right. David Bell. I like that a lot. I think he's a great person to. And you've got the stack, yeah, with Deshaun. I think he's a really good person to be taking shots on in the 19th, 20th. All right, we're coming back up. Have any more potential stack options? Let's see. Not really. We'll take another share of Tyler Scott here. Yeah, I wouldn't say like I'm super, it's going to be David Bell's year, but he's just a young player late. I don't remember where was he drafted. I know he didn't test well, right, at the combine, David Bell? I don't remember. Was he like a 4th round? We're still drafting Hamler in the 19th, 20th round. I think I've picked KJ. I've got my 1% right now. I'll have to get that up a little bit. Oh, I know what I need to do here if I don't get sniped. Got a 4 tight end team going. Yeah, David Bell's a 3rd rounder. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's even better. He was great at Purdue. You refuse to answer about Hamler? You've been burned by him a couple times? Let's see. All right, nice. We got our Aaron Rodgers to Tyler Conklin stack. And then let's see. I'm going to take is it Abaconda? I've heard he's going to test really well at the combine. I'm going to look at my final team. We started with the dual RB and then just hammered wide receiver, which is usually what I do, obviously, every time. Got the golf to Jameson Williams. But yeah, the typical 3-6-8-3. That's what I drafted most of these. But yeah, it's a solid team. It's not my favorite team I've ever drafted, but I think structurally it makes sense. When you start running back to hammer wide receiver, when you get this level of quarterback in this to take three tight ends the same. So like the structure is there, and we'll see. I think as long as you can just keep drafting good structure after good structure, especially if you play a lot of volume, I think that is how I believe you can be profitable in the end. But I'm going to end it there. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to get a lot better at this the more I do it. Appreciate you guys drafting with me. The comments makes it a lot easier to fill the time. I will be streaming tomorrow night as well with Davis Pang. We're going to be doing a show on Thursday nights. So come back for that. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out.